What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to your first Lorwyn Eclipsed standard video. That's right, early access took place this past Wednesday, and we are going to get things started with some Lorwyn Eclipsed standard content. And I plan on recording a spoiler, kind of like top 15, top 20 cards that I think are going to make an impact from the set. I'm going to try to record that probably on Sunday morning and maybe try to get it out Monday, like right before the set drops on Tuesday. But in any case, we played a lot, and by a lot I mean almost 10 hours worth of early access standard, and this is the first deck that we played, and a deck that has a lot of new cards from the set, and we're going to talk about all of those. So this is Kithkin. Now, as far as payoffs for being Kithkin, like the actual creature type Kithkin, there's not a ton of them. There is Champion of the Klashan or Klaken. It's a 4-mana 4/5 with flash. You can behold a Kithkin and exile it, so either from your hand or the battlefield. And then it's a 4/5 flash lord for 4 mana. Pumps all your Kithkin. So I think this is probably the best reason to be actual Kithkin. There's only 3 copies because it is a 4-mana card, and you do have to exile a card, so you can get blown out if your opponent has a counter spell and you don't have a Cavern of Souls. But as far as the big payoff for Kithkin, I think this is the big reason. Some other new cards here. We have a bunch of 1-drops. Kinsbale Aspirant, 1 mana 2/1. You can behold or pay 2, and then whenever another creature enters, it gets +1/+1. Kind of the new Figure of Destiny here for the people who remember that card. Figure of Fable. It's a 1/1 for 1. You can pay a green or a white to make it a 2/3. You can pay 3 to make it a 4/5. And then if you have a bunch of extra mana, you can pay 6 to make it a 7/8 protection from your opponents. So they can't target it, they can't block it, basically can't do anything to it. Now, 6 might seem like a lot of mana, but you do actually have access to a lot more mana with Brigid Klaken's Heart. So I'm a big fan of this card. This is one of the cycle of the new flip creatures. This one is a 3/2 for 3. When it enters or transforms into this card, you make a 1/1 Kithkin. And then first main phase, you can pay a green to flip it. Basically, you can sort of flip them back and forth for their respective colors. The flip side is a 3/2 that taps for X green or X white, where X is the number of other creatures you control. So we're going wide with, a bunch of 1-drops. You have Voice of Victory that makes tokens. You have Kinscare Sentry, which can put extra cards into play. So you do end up having a lot of extra mana. Normally, a green-white creature deck wouldn't have use for that much extra mana, but you can just filter that into the figure and make a 7/8 with protection from your opponents. Speaking of Kinscare, this is probably my favorite card in the entire set. 2/2 first strike lifelink for 2, and whenever it attacks, you can put a creature from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking, where X is the mana value, where X is the number of attacking creatures. It works very well with Voice of Victory. Even though this is not a Kithkin, it synergizes very well with the Sentry because it makes extra bodies, so you can stack the triggers to resolve the Mobilize and then resolve the Kinscare Sentry. And extra creatures also very good with the Battler, which is a 2 mana, effectively a 6/6 trample with Ward 2. But it comes into play with 5 counters, and then whenever a creature enters, you can remove a -1/-1 counter from it, which, as you can imagine, happens pretty quickly with Voice of Victory. This is kind of the other Kithkin payoff, but I'm not really a big fan of this card after playing with it, so moving forward, I think I would cut this probably for more copies of Voice of Victory and round out the 3-drops and so on and so forth. But this one, 2/2 for 2, and then you can give a creature +1/+1 trample whenever it or another Kithkin comes into play. It was fine. It helps for curve purposes, but not a big fan of it. Mutable Explorer, this is one of my favorite cards in the set, even though I'm not sure it's actually that good. 3 mana for a 1/1 Changeling. When it enters, you make a Mutavault. Cool card. And then a Johnny, which is, I think, a very divisive card. It's a new Planeswalker, one of 2 from the new set, this and Oko. 3 loyalty for 3 mana. You can +1 to make a 1/1 Kithkin. You can -2 to deal 4 to a tapped creature. And then -8 effectively win the game. It's like put a bunch of stuff into play. I mean, it does protect itself in the sense that it +1s to make a blocker and it -2s to kill a creature. The problem is it's only 4 damage and it's only to tapped creatures. So if your opponent presents a creature, and you have an empty board, you can't play a Johnny and kill it immediately. You have to wait for them to attack for a turn. So it can be a little sketchy sometimes, but I think it's reasonable, makes extra tokens for Brigade and tokens for Sentry, tokens for Battler, so on and so forth. So that's kind of the Kithkin deck that I wanted to try out here. Shout out to Temple Garden in the mana base. Huge new addition from Lorwyn Eclipsed. One thing I will mention, you're going to notice in a lot of these videos, I do not have a single copy of any of the commands in any of my Typal decks. And that's by design. I think all the commands are pretty bad. So would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below, what you guys think of the Lorwyn set. And without further ado, let's get started. I got a 1-drop, I got a 2-drop, and I got a 3-drop. I'm going to keep. You may behold my 2-drop. Behold my Thoughtwef Lieutenant. What's up, Jekyll? How you doing today? This battlefield does look pretty nice. Yeah, I no longer have momentum. The momentum is officially broken. Who dat? Softum, thank you for the tier 1. 21-month resub. Appreciate you. Mono black, huh? Bro, stop breaking my momentum. Alright, Brigade solos for sure. Ooh. Let's do that first. Take it a little bit slower. A little bit slower. Word 2, by the way. The Shuffler is fine. I mean, I still have a lot of gas in the tank. Word. My opponent has yet to play a card that is not a kill spell. Kind of want to go Brigade this turn. Does Brigade count itself? Hold on the backside. Number of other creatures you... Damn it. Why does it say other creatures you control, man? Why can't it count itself? I'll go Brigade first. I know Champion has Flash, but I'd rather play the Champion when I have multiple things in play, you know what I mean? Mono black. They have so many momentum breakers. They gotta be some kind of like Beseech the Mirror Roddenmouth Viper deck, right? See? I knew that. Are they gonna ship me? Are we getting shipped? I might be able to beat a ship. Okay. The ship is here. Would I like to transform Brigade? So I pay 1, transform, and then I can go Aspirin into Champion. Yes. I would like to do that. Behold my Kithkin. This. And then I can go, yeah, make 2 white, cast this, exile this. Hit for 2. And the next turn I can flip Brigade back, make a token. I mean, this is bad if they have a sweeper, but... Which tribe do I think is the best from the new set? Honestly, I think it might be Kithkin. No! Kind of needed that. I mean, the good news is they're not making ships here, so... Does it change to day? I don't think it's a day-night field, right? Just like some Lorwyn stuff. Bro, stop killing my things! I'll play more shit. What was that? Did you see that? Did you see the new ordering of triggers? I don't even realize. I just noticed that. What the hell? It like popped up in front of me. That looked kind of weird, didn't it? Am I tripping? I think I'm tripping. The new box. Okay. Is it like, is that update pushed out to like actual play that is outside of the is that pushed out to outside of like the early access thing, or is it just for early access? Oh, it is. Okay. I guess I just haven't played since yesterday, so. I see. What is new? I'll show you again if we get to a spot where we have ordering triggers. Comes a 2/3. I mean, I just gotta shove, man. I think I gotta shove. They're probably gonna block the figure. No, or not. All right. They take 6, go to 8. And then hopefully they just don't find a creature to... Oh, fuck, they have the bauble. That's bad. I forgot they had the bauble. I mean, there's not much I can do about that, right? Yeah, we're just cooked. Our deck is not well equipped to handle a fleet of ships. Kithkin do not like being on boats. I mean, even if I draw Sheltered, it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, I'm dead. GG's. New ship! This is good. I like this. I want to go Aspirant first. Go probably Aspirant into Voice, I think. Yep. Sentry Mobilize. Yes, we just go Sentry here. Yeah, let's go Sentry first. No attacks. Yeah, I mean, they have to... At least the good news is they have to attack with the Headliner into the Sentry. And we have our own Sentry, so we get to, like, first strike something. So this might not be that bad. Secret Tunnel! Well, doesn't exactly work the way you want it to. So I just do this, don't I? I could trade for the Sentry, but like next turn they're only going to have a Sentry and an Arabella, and I think I'm just cool with that. I think I'm Gucci with that. Okay, so now I can go Brigid, attack with Sentry, put the Fable in. And then next turn I can put more stuff into play. Dude, this Sentry card is really stupid. Jesus Christ. I feel like I've been saying this for like the past week and a half, but I think Kinskier Sentry is the best card in the set. I'm not even sure that it's like particularly close. No, I know. Yeah, I know. We're just shoving the Arabella? Alright, I'm in. I mean, they do get a lot of damage out of it, but at 10. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's transform Sheltered onto Rigid. Kill a Sharpshooter. Go to combat. Put in Sentry. GG's! Cenns not great, but I'm going to try it. Here we see the problem of not having a 1-drop. If this deck just had like a third playable 1-drop, it would be so nice. Yeah, if you stack the triggers right, then it works. I can't tell what lands these are. They're swamps. Okay. I literally could not tell what lands they were. Is that bad? I wouldn't kill that if I were you. Up 26. Yo, 2-mana 5/5? Huge. Yeah, see the ordering? I forgot to like hold it again, but it just I did it very briefly. I'll do it again next turn, but ah shit. Oh. That's bad. 2 mana, flying, first strike, lifelink, 5/5. I don't like that. I'm really not a big fan of that. Feels bad for me. How much do you deal? 4. Nice. 4 damage, huh? So we can go figure, sentry, and then this makes... You can only make one color? I thought you could make multiple colors. Oh, it's X green or X white. I thought you could split it, I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, it's kind of fine. I just don't play the other sentry this turn. Shout out to the person who said Brigade was bad, by the way. Yeah, Brigade bad card. Really, really bad card. I mean, I'm still gonna lose this game, but Johnny seems fun. I don't know. I don't think it's great. Can I just flip the figure next turn? Full stop. I need what? 9 mana? I have 8. Am I 1 short? I think I'm 1 short, right? 7/8 protection from each of your opponents. That's pretty powerful. All right, let's go Lieutenant. Pump. I don't know, I guess pump this. Oh, you know what I could have done? What's up, Giggy? Thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. 15 months. Welcome back. I could have actually gone to combat, put a free creature into play with Sentry, and then flip the Figure of Fable. But it's too late for that now. It's okay. I can do it this way then. Pump this. Go to combat. Hit with these. Put this into play. Pump this. Make 7 white. Activate this for 3. Activate this for 1. Activate this for 3. Okay. Okay. It's your turn. And the next turn I could just flip both of these, right? I need 12 mana, which I have 11. I have 11 mana. El Gambito. I'm with you. Grim Bubble. It's kind of fucked up. Okay, I actually no longer have any mana. I actually have 0 mana. That's bad. I wonder what they're doing with Grade's Gambit. Like, are they trying to give that shit to me or something? Bristlebane Battler. I mean, I guess I can just put that thing into play, right? There's no difference. Probably want to give the figure trample here. Yeah, see, okay, this is this is the new trigger window, by the way, for people who haven't seen it. I'll leave it up here. So usually it opened up like, it's hard to explain, but usually it was like a brand new window that had everything else blacked out, but now it looks like this. It's basically the same thing, but it looks a little cleaner, which is nice. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't want to do this. This was dumb. Why did I not do this? Because this is going to come into play attacking. Yeah, that was bad. Whatever, we're already here. I should have just cast it. I don't know why I didn't just cast it. You like the new window? What I like about the new window is, you remember before where you were like trying to stack triggers and you weren't necessarily sure like which one was which, because it was like there's an arrow that goes next to it, but it's hard to see the arrow when it's like a brand new window. So I think it makes it a lot easier to discern like which triggers are which, you know? Yeah. It's nice. Abigail's slasher is kind of weird. Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, so now they can sacrifice that to the Greed's Gambit? Is that their plan? This game got a lot harder when they killed my, you know, Gaia's Cradle. I was doing fine until that happened. And now they have Slasher to trade for Figure. I mean, a little late to the party, but I'll take it. I mean, I guess my plan this game is to just grind them out of the Gambit, right? Just, like, pass for a bunch, and they'll eventually run out of resources with Gambit. Because if they're mono black, they can't give me the Gambit, right? I think they're just playing Gambit for value. I don't think they're doing anything, like, any combo with it, but... I mean, if there's anything we're going to find out with this... I don't know what that card does. Enters Surveil 2. One or more other creatures control enter their customer graveyard, make a token. Okay. Okay, I'm with you. That's kind of cool with Slasher, right? You could use the bargain. Well, if they sacrifice the Gambit, don't they just lose the game, basically? Yeah, they don't want to do that. Go. I mean, they'll eventually run out of shit. Why didn't they make a Slasher copy? I'm not sure. I guess if they figured if they sacked the Slasher, it would come back into play tapped. So they didn't want to have a tapped creature, maybe. The house grows hungry. What? Didn't they just sacrifice it? I'm confused. Why did they do that? Why didn't they just sack the Slasher to the Gambit? Opponent, I have questions. Uh-huh. Oh, wait, did I have lethal? Wait, hold on. I think I had lethal. Yeah, they were dead, right? They take 6. Whoops. Whatever, I'll just kill him this turn. Trigger. Trigger. Yo, combo. Completely unnecessary, by the way, but combo. I mean, dude, the Brigade is insane until they kill it, right? Unfortunately, no Brigade, but I am going to keep this. You can Behold from play, right? Yeah, okay. It's still probably safer to play the Aspirin first. Yeah. Because if I don't draw a Kithkin and I play Figure first, and then they just kill my Kithkin, then I just can't play my card, you know? Okay, Figure. Who dat? M. Magby. Thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate you. Bitter Bloom Bearer. God, man, I miss playing fairies versus Kithkin. This matchup brings me back. This brings me back to like Gold Meadow Stalwart versus Bitter Blossom. Who remembers that? Is there anybody else in the chat that's 500 years old? I do like the fencing. The fencing is nice. We see this outside of early access. The Kithkin deck? I mean, it's felt pretty good so far. I'm not gonna lie. It has felt pretty good so far. Interaction in early access. It can't be. They could have a second one. Now imagine your opponent played Elf into Cub. Yeah, but they didn't do that, so it's fine. When is someone going to go in the early access queue with Badger Milk Cub? Well, you see, the thing about that is, there is specifically, we in the Discord have been instructed to only play competitive decks in the best of 3 queue. Because you have to remember, there are also people who are qualified for the Pro Tour that are playing in the early access event, and they want to play against competitive decks, right? But they've been instructed to, like, just kind of hang out in the best of 3 queue. But they prepared for this. What year was that? What? Kithkin versus Fairies, like 09? 08, 09, something like that? I think it was around there. I mean, I'm not gonna report anybody for it, but I just don't care that much, but Looks
like I gotta fight my way out of this one. Press the attack.
I mean, I guess I'll pay so I can get a token next turn. I'm not sure how well a Johnny lines up against Kaido. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of want to just minus on their fucking token, you know? Is that weird? I don't think it's that weird. And then I could just chump block the Kaido for a turn. Wait, I have to... Yeah. I should play my land first. Alright, your turn. Then keep a Johnny in play. And then I have the Aspirant to hit the Kaido next turn. I think it's fine. Really? That is not what I expected. Oh, okay, I guess it makes sense now. It does in fact make sense now. I was very, very confused, but now it all makes sense. Behold my Kithkin! Alright, your turn. How cooked am I? On a scale of 1 to 10, how cooked am I? Does this have the Psychic Frog text? Come on, why is it player or planeswalker, man? Come on. Why does it have the Psychic Frog text? See, why is Curiosity only player, but this thing is player or planeswalker? You know? We gotta have some kind of consistency here. I'll take a Lord. I'll take a nice cheeky little Lord off the top. If you're offering, of course. It is a real nuisance. That is, it is on the tin.
Information is its own weapon.
But a year of power creep. Okay, so what is next year's gonna look like? Whenever it hits a player or planeswalker, draw 2 cards. They just have to keep upping the bar. I did draw Lord. Which is obviously good. Do I just ignore Kaido at this point? You guys just want to ignore Kaido? Kind of down. I mean, I don't know if it's a great idea, but I have a Cavern, so they can't counter my champion. They can kill it, but... I'm just gonna exile the one that's not attacking. Behold my champion of the Klashan. So assuming this sticks, we hit them for 8. Hit them for 8, they go to 3, and they can't even trade for the aspirant. I mean, obviously they can have a kill spell, but it's pronounced clock in. It's really not. There's no way it's pronounced clock in. Yeah, I was hoping that wouldn't happen, but I guess it's kind of fine. They still lose the nuisance, but the real word. I don't believe you. I'm gonna Google this though, because I simply just don't believe you. I don't know if I should believe you, but Klashan clock in. Klaken. Yo, anybody up Klaken?
Sit
The
down.
Bristlebane Battler. Okay. They're at 6. So cast my cards. Klaken. Klaken. Behold. This Brigade card is really fucking nuts, by the way. It's really, really good. I don't know if you know that. I feel like I've said that before in the last match or the match before. But yeah, we should be playing 4 of this. Because it does kind of always die, too. They kind of have to kill it. It's 6. I'll do this. I don't feel great about this game. I mean, I could probably just chump this, because I get more tokens every other turn with Brigade. I need to find, like, a figure. Figure, I think, is one of my better draws here. Because that lets me use the extra Brigade mana. Do +1/+1 counters remove -1/-1 counters? Yes. They sort of cancel each other out.
I just hate it.
Ooh. Okay. That's not bad. Problem is they probably have a kill spell, but I mean, I can't really play around it at this point, can I? Sure. Okay. New card, PogChamp. Well, drew the figure. Drew the figure. Attacks do not look good. So next turn, how much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 9. And I need... Well, that's 9. I just have lethal next turn. Oh, they can Kaido it. Ah, fuck, they can Kaido it. Yeah, true. Kaido's the fun police, man. I guess I also don't have lethal now because I chump blocked, right? So I have 1 less mana. I have to draw land. But I mean, they're just going to tap it anyways. Or kill it, or do anything. I mean, dude, the fairies look pretty good. I wouldn't necessarily say the fairies look good this game, and more so, I just got soloed by Kaido. So, you know. Just early access things. This just in, Kaido Bane of Nightmares, still one of the best cards in the format. You're probably very surprised to hear that, but dude, I don't know. Sure. Yeah, I guess I'll guess this. How do they look against Oro? What, the fairies? I would imagine not great, but I mean, I got a 5/5 trampler. That's got to count for something, right? Yeah, okay. Maybe I should be attacking them. Sure. I hope I'm dead this turn. Because I want to concede. I know I can't win this game, but they had lethal. They probably still do, don't they? If they just if they didn't block with the 3/4. Yeah. They're just prolonging my misery. What's up, Eric? How you doing today? I mean, the Kithkin look pretty good, but not against, you know, mostly stock blue-black. I kid. They have new cards, I know, but yeah, you're probably surprised to hear this, but Kaido and Enduring Curiosity, they're still good. They're still good. I could have told you that, though. I don't think we needed to play this deck to tell you that they were still good. I've been really impressed with Brigade, I will say that. Is this my deck? It might be. I haven't seen anything that wasn't in my deck so far.
My eyes are as sharp as my sword.
Yeah, I know. Kaido plus Curiosity plus Flyers? No way! I'm not saying that everybody would, but I think personally I would feel bad. Well, here's the thing, right? People, obviously, some people, like, look at it differently. Who dat? Be it. Thank you for the 15 months. Pasta. I want some pasta. Here's the thing, right? Here's kind of how I view it. And a lot of people have different theories and whatever on this, but like, I look at early access as a chance to showcase the new cards, right? And I don't think playing a deck with Enduring Curiosity and Kaido is showcasing the new cards as much as it is showcasing how busted Curiosity and Kaido is, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't lose to the new cards. I just got soloed by a Kaido. The new cards almost didn't even matter. They played some new cards, but... Yo, the Battler? I would like to not trade this turn, so I think I'll just play... I don't know, I really want to play the Sentry, though. What if I played Sentry and didn't attack? Kinda in. I think I'm in. Kithkin Mirror Match, Pog? The Battler. God, it's so sick that they can't even attack here. Alright, so I can put a 2-drop into play with Sentry, which I obviously will do. It's just a question of... Yeah, so let's go Explorer. Attack with both, put in Lieutenant. Lieutenant pump itself, so they can't trade with the Aspirant. They basically have no good blocks here. I mean, they can double block either Lieutenant or Aspirant, but both of those are pretty bad, so yeah, they probably just take it all. This Kinscare Sentry card is really good. And next turn I can go Sentry, put the Fable into play attacking, and then activate it twice, which is kind of sick. Showcase constructed should, in my opinion, showcase what the format could look once the set releases, and Kaido is exactly that. Well, I think there's, like... it sort of depends on your philosophy, and I think that, you know, there's a difference between showcasing as many new cards as possible in the interactions with mostly new cards, as opposed to like the competitive decks that, you know, might actually be competitive once the set drops. And I think a lot of that stuff is better served for after the set is officially released, when we're not, you know, we have like a very limited time to showcase the new cards. But, you know, and again, like I'm not saying that like people are wrong for doing that. They're more than welcome to do that. It's just personally what I would rather do as a content creator is showcase how the new cards interact with more of the new cards. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's more value in that than there is just like, here's blue black with a couple of new cards. You know what I mean? They're like mega dead, right? Exile. I guess I'll exile this and pay. And then just send everything. Put this thing into play. And pump this. I'm gonna pump this to give trample, maybe. Yeah, that probably goes a little bit better, actually. Because now they just get back their battler, right? They're at 2. Yeah, I could have done that a little bit better. But just put the +1/+1 on the sheltered creature. I don't know why I didn't do that. Was thinking of adding Kinscare and the Indestructible Merfolk to my mono white deck. Yeah, Kinscare has been really, really impressive. I mean, I do like a lot of the Kithkin cards. I think a lot of them make sense. Like, Brigid has been very powerful. Brigid with the figure has been kind of sick. Like, flipping the Brigid with a bunch of creatures in play and then using the extra mana to pump into the figure was nice. So there's a lot of stuff going on with these decks. A lot of good stuff. Speaking of... So... Do I have lethal? Probably not, right? I mean, I don't think they have great blocks if I just do this. Because I can pump the figure twice now. So, like, the Sentry can block the... I guess Sentry can block Aspirant. Battler blocks Sentry. That chump blocks Fable. Yeah, okay, this wasn't fantastic. They're at 3? I do still have the Mutavault, though, which is nice. I kind of wish I had pre-ordered them. I guess I still can. Pre-order from CoolStuffInc.com. And you know what? I might even use promo code Doom while I'm there. Yeah, Kinscare Firebender Ascension. Because you also have Firebender Ascension with Kinscare and Voice of Victory. Because Voice also goes hard with Kinscare. And you also can do Delny stuff. Like Delny with Kinscare sounds kind of cool. So I think that stuff, I think there's definitely something within that space. The thing is, you could play Arabella too, but Arabella is kind of awkward with Kinscare, because you put the Arabella into play attacking, so it doesn't really work with Kinscare that well, so I'm not sure that I want to play Arabella. Did they go champion, exile, champion? Okay. I'm with you. Kind of want to just kill the Sentry while I can. Yeah, I think I want to kill the Sentry while I can. Seems like that might be a problem later on. And no attacks. Currently, we can bounce figure off of champion. The battler is going to kill the Ajani, but I mean, we have some time. We can eventually just get to a point where we go flip Brigand and then use that mana to get to the last level of figure. No Discord announcement today. Oh, did I forget to send it? No, no cap. I have it drafted. I just forgot to hit enter. I forgot to hit enter. All right, well, I'll send it now, I guess. Hey guys, I'm live. Did you guys know that I'm live? By the way, did you know that I'm live? Who made a 6/6, by the way? My Johnny is dead. Okay. So next turn I have enough to do the figure, right? Pay a green, flip Brigid. Brigid taps for 3 plus 3 remaining lands is 6. Yeah. You can still block figure. Can they? Protection from each of your opponents. Does that not include a player permanent protection from each opponent can't be blocked, dealt damage, enchanted, or targeted by anything controlled by your opponents? You're lying? It says it right there. Can't be blocked, dealt damage, enchanted, or targeted by anything controlled by your opponents. Right? Pretty sure they can't block. I'm like 99% sure they can't block. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, isn't it just like True Name? What I thought. Wait, why didn't they transform? I'm shocked they didn't transform there. Boo! I'm pretty sure I messed up that game pretty bad. No one drop, but I'm gonna keep. I do have the voice battler curve, which is nice. How many Badger Moles? I've not played against Badger Mole once. I don't think anybody's playing Badger Mole. Ooh. I'm very intrigued by whatever this is. Bleachbone Drum, huh? What's up, Zacharias? It's looking good so far. Infestations. They're like some kind of sacrifice deck. Man, I really want to go Battler here, but part of me thinks I should just go Brigid. Number of other creatures you control. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go Brigid. Just because Brigid works so well with Voice of Victory. Because what you can do is you can attack with Voice, and then post-combat make mana. A 2/1 Kithkin that looks 4 cards for Plains Forest on the deck. I think that card is not playable. Think about it like this, right? Is in the current standard format, which is, you know, Mono Red killing you on turn 4, Badger Mole Club killing you on turn 3, Omniscience, Is It Lessons, is a 2-mana 2/1 that draws a card a playable card? Like, it's just the way that the format is set up and situated, you just can't play cards like that. Like, you have to play more to the board. I will flip this. And now I can go... This kind of works out well. I can go Aspirant. Behold. Aspirant, Behold. Sheltered on Boys. Exile Sephiroth. Play the Battler, and then attack. I guess order right. Should have played the Battler first. Yeah, slight misordering. Voice Battler is kind of sick, isn't it? Behold my Kithkin. I also love that you can just choose not to transform the Brigid back if you just want to keep the mana. You know, like here, for example, I have nothing to do with the mana, so I might as well flip it back, but they got a lot of 1/1s. Do I just not attack with voice? I'm at 20. Okay, let's think about this. If I attack with voice, they have to triple block it. If they triple block the voice, they can chump aspirant. They take 8. They definitely don't die. Oh, because I get the voice tokens, right? So they do die if they triple block voice, yeah. Wait, this is any creature? Wait, I thought this was just Kithkin. Oh, fuck. We should probably play more voices. I swear to God, I thought this was only Kithkin. Okay. Yeah, voice into Kinsbale is nice too. 2 mana 6/6 and 1 mana 5/4. Just normal cards. Normal standard legal cards. This deck is nice. They're gonna dome me for a lot with these Blood Witches. Probably like 6 or 7 triggers. Can you stop? Stop! Bro, what the fuck? Alright, I'm at 10. Go. Jesus Christ. I was like, surely these triggers are gonna stop at some point, but... Alright, the Umbral Caller Zealot. I did say the number, yeah. Man, a Roboroid would be pretty sick in this deck, wouldn't it? Jadi, Outland Chaperone. Actually not dead this turn, right? They get a turn. I think I die if they draw Raise the Past. I definitely die if they draw Raise the Past. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked with the voice. Because they do get the Sephiroth back now. Your turn. Wait, how the fuck am I at 6? Oh, because the voice tokens die of Sephiroth. Sheesh. Okay, surely they're dead this turn, right? Surely they're dead this turn, right? Did they play a new card? They played Springleaf Drum. What do you mean? They played multiple new cards. I feel like that one is closer than it should have been. Actually, Sentry's not even that good in this hand, but I think it's still fine. I choose Kithkin. Requiting Hex. Is it Requiting Hex or Requiting Hex? Yes. You didn't exactly answer my question. That is the Corey Steele himself, yes. The one and only Corey Steele. I hope their hand is like 5 spell stutters. Requiting? Got it. I assume they're going to cast Bitter Blossom here. Oh. You guys like the Bitter Bloom Bearer? I'm not sure I'm a big fan of it yet. I mean, it's probably better in early access where nobody's going to play Fire Magic, but the reality of the fact is that people put fire magic in their deck, and it's like, kind of sketchy, you know? Kind of sketchy. I have to lose my Ajani. What if I just didn't do that? What if I just did this instead? Behold my Kithkin. The 1-for-1 if you fire magic a Bitter Blossom. Yeah, no, I know that, but like I get it. It's still not a great exchange, you know? Spell Pierce. They wouldn't play Pierce over Snare, would they? Corazon. Mm-hmm. Alright, whatever you do this turn, Corey, do me a big favor. Do not cast Enduring Curiosity. It's the only card I don't want you to play. that one's fine. You can have that one. That one's I could live with that. I mean, I'd rather have them cast Kaido than Curiosity. You know they have at least one counterspell at hand. I'm very, very glad that we decided to play Cavern. Man, I gotta tell you, early access for a tribal set does not really seem like the time to be playing with fairies. You know what I mean? Or like, you could play fairies, but just don't play the counterspells. Because you know that half the people in this event have 4 caverns in their deck. How many snares is it responsible to make? So I want to start 4. Responsible 6. Nah, I mean, 4 is probably fine. There's a lot of 2-drops in standard, honestly. Half seems low. You think so? Maybe it is low. A Johnny Outland Chaperone. By killing this Bitterbloom Bearer. I mean, the Ajani's dead either way, right? If I plus it, it goes to 4. They have 4 flyers. So I might as well just kill it. I don't know if I want to attack, though. I think they got something. They're up to something over there. If they have the new Flash 3-drop, they can trade for Brigid. But I don't think I want them to trade for Brigid. I think I'd rather just not attack here. Because they're going to play it anyways. Well, the 3-drop just kind of gets me really good. If I send everything, they can just eat the 2-1 for free. Because it's a 3-4 that comes in with a counter. So it comes into play as a 2-3. Oh, Bida. I'm not gonna lie. Ajani has felt really, really mid. I've not been a big fan of Ajani. I've been a lot more impressed with Brigid than Ajani for sure. Brigid has been very good. Ajani's been mid. The 2-2 for the Kinscare Sentry is messed up. Aspirant's also been very impressive as a 1-drop. I didn't realize, I thought Aspirant was only Kithkin, but it also gets pumped off of voice tokens, which is pretty big. Because that makes me want to just play more voices with the Kinscares. Yeah. Yeah, Johnny's been pretty shit, I'm not gonna lie. Johnny might be like an okay sideboard card, but I just don't think it's a good main deck card. Like, there's probably matchups where you want it in, but that was a really good draw, by the way. That temple. That temple was a really good draw. Yeah. I just did. No, they put me to 1. I'm dead to any fairy. Yeah, I'm dead to any fairy. Surely they don't have a fairy in hand, right? They oh no, wait. Can they just... No, you have to have a target for this, right? Oh no, they don't have 7. Why did I think they had 8? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So they need 2 fairies. Um, 5? I mean, I'm just dead, right? Yeah, they chump, take 3, go to 2. Just dead. Dead. Fairy's too strong, man. See, they didn't draw Kaido or Curiosity, and I still got blasted. In terms of, like, new cards that I liked and didn't like, Aspirant was very powerful. I really like the sort of, like, Brigade. Like, this deck wants to make a bunch of tokens with, like, Voice of Victory. Brigade itself makes tokens, and then you have a bunch of 1-drops. So the, like, just the idea of flipping Brigade and then using the extra mana to kind of filter into Fable was pretty sick. The voices were really good with both Sentry and Aspirant. Lieutenant, I could take or leave. It was okay in a couple of spots. Battler was great. Johnny was pretty ass, I'm not gonna lie. I would definitely look towards replacing this card moving forward. Maybe with something like Suki. More Explorer was decent. Maybe more Explorer, more Brigade. Perhaps the 4th champion. But yeah, I like all these cards. So if you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.